Well, a new book offers insight and advice about the realities and challenges young twins face as they become adults. It's called The Same But Different. It could be a help to siblings and parents and guardians who raise them. Dr. Joan Friedman is a psychotherapist specializing in twins and has an interesting background that makes you uniquely qualified to write this book. You are a twin and you have twins.
That's right. I am sort of a twin inside and out, and I have really devoted my life to understanding myself, twinships, and also specializing in helping parents and families, and now actually adult twins, to try to help them understand how their journey, their psychological journey, is different than singletons.
Right, and I love the cover because this is the whole point of the book, is finding the individuality when you're one half of a twinship,
well,
right?
That's right, and I think a lot of people don't understand, because I think twins are very idealized in our culture, and everyone thinks it's wonderful to be a twin, and twins are best friends.
Right.
And many are, but there's also a large segment of the population of twins that struggle to get sort of some emotional balance.
What's up with twins? Yeah, everybody, twins have this, or at least the perception is, they have this weird thing, this unspoken connection, like I know what my twin is feeling.
Well, a lot of that is, I think it's the stereotypic stuff done by media and books, and people want twins to be
we had twin turns who dressed alike, yeah.
They want them to be, but in reality, twins are just, there are actually two people that happen to be born at the same time, and they're like a married couple, and they didn't get to choose their partner. How unfair is that?
Right.
And there's all these issues about hidden competition, kind of a rock star status, what happens when they try to separate and go to college, and what happens when one twin's successful and one's not? It's a huge subject.
That's interesting. You have a chapter in here called Twin Closeness, Assumptions and Realities. What is one of the biggest assumptions that the reality is totally opposite?
Well, again, we have to generalize, because some twins have no issues, but one of the big assumptions is that twins are best friends and soulmates. And while that may be true as they're when they're little, growing up, they really yearn for their own independence and their own sense of self and their own identity. And if parents aren't aware of this and try to give them separate experiences, then when it's time for them to really be grown up and be separate, like going to college, they really can't manage. They've never managed on their own. They've always had their twin, their security blanket. And, twins go to preschool together. They're often in the same school, those separate classes. And if they try all of a sudden to go to college on their own, can you imagine having a roommate who's not their twin and getting used to that situation? Major issues, major problems.
One last piece of advice for parents so they can raise healthy twins who don't become twinimies down the line?
Give them their own separate space, however you can, and
encourage the differences.
And encourage the differences, absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Friedman, for being here. Get more information at joanafriedmanphd.com.